Check. 1, 2, check. Yeah, okay. Mic should be working. Hey, what's up, man? Can you all hear me good? Am I loud enough? Do I need to use a different mic? Awesome. You good? Is that a statement or a question? I'm good. I'm great. Hey, man. What's going on, Eric? What are your thoughts on the law of information? You're going to have to remind me what that law is. Steven. Kilzo. Question. Is that a statement or a question? You just say question. How are you? I am good. I'm fine. I'm good. I'm currently at the moment I'm great. Happy to be doing live. Thanks for asking though. Had a pretty good day. Not really an eventful day, but pretty good day. Steven, what do you mean, or not what do you mean? Remind me what the law of information is. Actually, I'll just look it up right now while other people are. Law of information are a collection of observations, assertions, and generalizations characterizing the behavior of people, hardware, software, and procedures. Procedures therefore characterized by laws as well as numbers. All the information comes from a mind, basically intelligent design and such. Well, that's just the argument of intelligent design. I mean, it depends on what you're talking about. Are you talking about like what do I think of the law of information? Meaning, what do I think of teleological design, like, you know, as evidence for God, or just what do I think of the intelligence of all of the, you know, stuff in the universe? What's up, Darkin? Darkin, first name, last name. How's it going? Finally caught you live. Yeah, man, I'm here. All the information it takes to make a pencil, car, school bridge comes from humans' mind. Okay, I totally agree with that. I'm trying to see what you're trying to ask me. I understand what you're talking about. I'm just trying to see what you're trying to ask me, Steven. I'm good but tired. Well, I'm glad you're here. Thanks for showing up. Finished high school today. Congrats, man. That's awesome. That was like the happiest day of my life, the day that I finished high school. I'm a subscriber from Portugal. Awesome. Well, thank you for watching my content and being a part of live stream. That's amazing. I'm really glad you're here and really glad to be having fans in Portugal. It's awesome. What's something that made you happy today? Today I worked on, so I have a single coming out on iTunes and Spotify. I think I've told you all about it. I've definitely advertised it on Instagram, and I talked about it last week on live, but I have a single coming out June 1st, and today I'm working on the next song. And so what gave me life today was just working on music. And as frustrating as it may be, I just love doing it. I'm a sub from India. Sweet. Glad to have fans in India. I'm in Belgium. 1 a.m. here. Dang, I am. Wow. Well, I'm glad you decided to join us for live, even though it's 1 a.m. where you are. How do you think the law of information ties in with religion? That's teleological. That's the argument of teleological design. That's basically what you're asking me. I mean, here's the thing. Whenever I think of the teleological design and that argument for the existence of God, I have to say either God exists, either there is intelligent design or there isn't. So if God does exist, yeah, it's incredible. Like, I mean, Brian Greene said, there's 20 some numbers that make up our universe, 20 some numbers individually, but those 20 some numbers all together, but those individual numbers are huge, and if any of those numbers were tampered with in any way, then the universe would not exist. So, everything is down to a decimal point in exactly how it is. But my thoughts are, it's that way because science works how science works, or it's that way because of God. So again, the question, you just circle back to the same exact question. I don't really think it's answered in any way. Hello, much love from South Africa. Awesome. My hip hop channel. I do music, guitar, vocals, piano, drums, produce it, write it, all of it. Ever have any little spiritual experiences that you'd say could be spiritual but too small to claim that you experienced something spiritual? If you catch my drift. No, I see what you're saying. First name, last name. I'd like to know your name. So if you want me to call you first name, last name, that's cool. But I get what you're saying. I would say the coolest experiences that I have are at one point I thought they were experiences, was just my dreams, lucid dreams, very, very vivid dreams. The dream that I shared with you all, at one point I probably would have said that was a God dream or that was spiritual, but the reality is it's just a dream. But again, the argument still stands. Is it just a dream or is it God? I don't know. Nothing's ever been big enough for me to not have a shadow of a doubt beyond rationality, logic, or reason that it was God. Not a question. What about you? But my mom got in a wreck like 20 minutes ago. I'm going to help her advice. Just be with your mom. Go be with your mom. That's all the advice I can give you. Where are you from? Why? Why are you asking these questions? I'm trying to think of a clever way to answer both of those. Where are you? You know what? Screw it. Whatever. Hey, love your videos and really looking forward to your single coming out. Is it scary putting a single out, or are you excited? It's terrifying. It's terrifying because of how long I actually worked on this single. I worked on it for a long time, like long enough to where my parents, they were hearing the music through these speakers that I have right here, the studio speakers, and they were like, thank God we get to hear a different music progression now. But no, I'm excited because it's a new era for me. I'm going to start releasing music because I feel like I've gotten really good at producing music now. But it's terrifying because I love it, and I hope other people do too. But what it comes down to is I love it. So I'm just glad that I'm able to make music that I like, and I hope all of you all like it as well. Well, hello, Misfits and Head Misfit. The Head Misfit. I love that. Thanks, Jess. As far as humans can say, all information it takes us to create things comes from our minds. Therefore, all information it takes to create things, as far as we know, comes from mind. So are you trying to convince me of God's existence through teleological argument? Is that what you're doing, Stephen? Hello, I'm Sherwin, and much love from South Africa. Awesome. I think you already said that, but would you consider yourself a skeptic? Absolutely. Also, congrats on your single. Thank you. Yeah, I'm definitely a skeptic. I rap. Dope, man. Send some of your stuff. Love to hear it. So everything we didn't create, as far as humans knows, comes from a mind, and we can't disprove it. We can't disprove it, but we also can't prove it. Oh my God. Okay. Sup, bro? Do you believe in God and do you follow him? I don't believe in God, and I don't know how. I don't know how to. If I can't answer the first question, I don't know how I can answer the second question. How are you feeling? Hands still swollen? Yes. Hoping you're kicking Lyme disease's ass. Thank you. Yeah, me too. Hey, there's the man. How are you, family? I hope you're having an awesome day. Have you been reading my comments? Yeah, I've been reading all of your comments. All of y'all's comments. That's some, southern, that's some hick accent. I live around those parts, but I don't talk like that, thank God. I'm glad you could join us, Cody. Kobe, not Cody. Yes, I have been reading your comments. I really appreciate it if you would read comments. I do read comments. I've been leaving you, and I hope you will share them with your dad as well. All the comments that are on me and my dad's videos, I don't read because there's so many of them. I can't keep up with them. So, yeah, for real. Jess, everyone should go listen. Go to Nation Haven on Facebook and like that shit. Yeah, do it. Do it. How can something be created without a creator? I don't okay. Are you all just trying to convince me again through logic of the existence of God? I mean, things were created because, okay, how they got here at this point in everything, if you want to look at it from a wider standpoint, is kind of irrelevant. I mean, you can say, how can something be created without a creator? But that still goes back to what I was just saying about teleological design. I mean, either it's just science, and science just is and was, and science was the thing that made creation, and it was so exact. I mean, I talk about this in the multiverse video that I talked about. It's like, if there is a multiverse, there's no need for a God, and it just so happens that we're the universe that got life. And so it's either science or it's God, and I don't know which is which. Neither can prove or disprove the other. So, love what you're doing. Thank you. He thumbs down all my comments. Who? Me? I'm a pagan. I have many gods and goddesses. It's good to be skeptical. Believe what you want to, and more power to you. I can respect that. Northern Thunder. I really like that username. That's awesome. If you could have any superpower, what would it be? I think it would be like a power to tap deeper into my mind so that I could have telepathic abilities. Because with telepathy, you can really do anything. Telepathic abilities, you can fly. Telepathic abilities, you can move objects with your mind. Telepathic abilities, you could teleport. You can do all sorts of things with telepathic stuff. So I do that. Why don't you believe in aliens? Honestly, I haven't really looked into it a whole lot. I mean, it intrigues me, but yeah. Dre B, answer the question: who created science? Science is there. I don't understand. Who gave man the word science? Man said science. I don't understand what you're. Are you trying to convince me right now of God? Because it's not. Now, Dre, he is. Okay. I'm thankful to be here. What's your take on my comment from yesterday? What was your comment from yesterday? Cody Robinson, what was your comment from yesterday? How old do you believe the Earth is? As old as evolution says it is, which it keeps on changing. So even that's, I honestly side more on the evolution side, and I guess old Earth instead of young Earth. But the date keeps on changing, so I don't know what to do with that. The reason it can't be disproved is because the simple correlation. For instance, 1 + 1 is always 2. If you can only find information and create things from your mind, then what's your opinion on psychedelic drugs? My opinion is currently changing on psychedelic drugs. It depends on what drug you're talking about, I guess. False gods. I'm betting his superpower would be flying. Yeah, I would definitely fly. Would it be all right if I asked how your dad takes your skepticism? He doesn't support it, but he understands it. So I'll put it like that. There's no distinction to prove otherwise. There's only one answer. There's not only one answer. Sources of your existence is a tough one. I study philosophy. Awesome. Northern Thunder, stupid Bible thumpers, for real. You said it. I'm not claiming to say it, but if I could thumbs up that comment, I would. I don't know if I can. No, I can't. Dang. Astral projection. You can fly, you can visit other people without them knowing, but all people who use astral projection describe it as horrifying experience in the end, and that will no. Okay, that's not true. Glory to Father in heaven and Most High God. That's a mouthful of a username. That is not a accurate. You have not looked into astral projection enough. If you say then everyone has a terrifying experience, that's not true. Is there a battery in your body? No. So who is making that work? Conscience. Tell me what's the difference between your conscience and being conscious and soul and spirit? Or what's your take on my longer comment under your more recent video when you admitted to yourself that you missed it? Would you like me to break down what I said? It's important stuff. Yeah, sure, go for it. Vulnerable to demons. For astral, God, oh my God, okay. All in love, your God is dead, get over it. There is only one God that is the beginning and the last. Okay. You said he could be whatever he wants. Yeah. Do you know about the Kalam's cosmological? Yes, I do know about the Kalam's cosmological argument. I've looked into all of it. I've always wondered how the family felt about your stance, but I didn't think to ask. So yeah, no, it's tough for my family. My family still doesn't know how to really talk to me about it. I mean, I talk to my mom. I talk to everyone about it who asks about it. So yeah, I mean, I've just kind of gotten used to being the misfit. But yeah, I mean, they're fine with it. They're good with it. I don't know if they're fine. I don't know how they feel about it, but they don't reject me for it. So what's your favorite animal? I know it's a really different than the questions that I've asked the last time live, but you know why not to know. Oh, okay. What's your favorite animal? Between a wolf and a lion. Some of the hardcore psychedelic drugs. What's your opinion? Are you talking about LSD, DMT, psilocybin? Like, what are you talking about? Shrooms. Like, where else could information come from if it has only been proven to come from a mind? Has it only been proven to come from a mind, though? Not debating. I'm just curious of your thoughts. Okay. No. Okay. Thanks for that clarification. I don't know where is it said that it's been proven that it comes from a mind. Here's the way I see it. The information, all of it is already there. It's put in front of us, but our minds were made up that now we interpret it. And I mean, we misinterpret things all the time. All the time. Like, humans aren't perfect by any means. So, yeah, I mean, I'm not going to. Where do you work? Right here, where I'm sitting. So you don't believe in Jesus. I think Jesus, the person, is great. I think Jesus, the person, I think he was an amazing person. So what do you mean by believe in Jesus? Do I believe that he is God? Do I just like the person of Jesus? And I mean, I read the Gospels and I love the story of Jesus. I think it's beautiful. Northern Thunder, you say you are pagan, but pagans worship demons and sacrifice their children for idols. Okay, check it out. I say, question of God, where are you in my life? It's always the question of God, where am I with you? Maybe I'm not close enough. That's the reason why I'm. Speaking of Bible thumpers, I love that song by Blind Punisher. It just says, yep. What's your worst comment you've seen on your videos? Somebody called me an inbred. and somebody accused my dad of fooling around with little boys. And if I found the comment again, I was going to go off, but I didn't find the comment. So, yeah. Okay, I'll try to break it down, bro. I got you. Submit yourself for review. I would gladly. Oh my God. Do you think the Kalam cosmological argument is flawed? So I've looked into it enough to where I didn't really side with it from the woods, but I watched Matt Dillahunty's video of it with the atheistic experience, and I agreed with what he was saying. The flaws in the argument I sided with. Are you right-handed or left-handed? I am right-handed. Jesus proved throughout the Gospels that he is God himself in the flesh. Proved through miracle signs and wonders. Yes, correct. Yeah, I mean, I've read the Bible. I feel like we should talk in person. Yeah, that might that might. It'd be really cool if this channel like blew up big enough that I was able to go to those like huge YouTube things and meet all you guys. That'd be awesome. What's your favorite artist and what's your favorite song? Ooh. What's your favorite artist and favorite song? Man, I have a couple of favorite artists. Under Oath, 30 Seconds to Mars, Justin Timberlake, and I have favorite songs by each of those people. And I like, it depends on what kind of music you're talking about, and it depends on what kind of song. I don't have one favorite. The Bible is true. Okay. If Jesus isn't God, then he is a liar. Then the story wouldn't be beautiful. Okay. All right. The Bible is, oh my God. All right. Wow. There's some heat going on today's live. So like you say, we just were sent here and started interpreting things correct. Yeah. Oh my God. There's like a war going on in the This is great. What do you think is a logical explanation for the origin of the universe? I mean, have you looked into, okay. Have you looked up evolution and science and even the multiverse theory and string theory? I mean, those are logical explanations. They're science, so if you're a Christian, you wouldn't agree with them, but you keep up with prophecies in the Bible, mainly the Israel becoming a country again, the third temple. I do not keep up with that. Would it increase it? I believe in God, but after I've been, oh wow, nice spelling. Hey, you peeps, what up, the Chaos Code? I think this reality is some kind of hell. You know, ABC123, you might have a point there. I've been doing some research on hell lately, and you might have a point there. Opinion on shrooms. You know, I haven't heard anything bad about shrooms. Like, I mean, you trip balls on shrooms for sure, but I haven't heard that it's like you get addicted. It really messes you up in your head. It's kind of like you do shrooms and then like it was a good experience and you're done. You don't have to be addicted to it. Now, obviously, like you won't get addicted to it physically, but you can get a dependency on those kind of things. And I don't agree with any sort of addiction, but you can be dependent. And no, I mean, it's not good to be dependent on those things. So are we starting to? So as we are starting to interpret things, we start using our minds. As we start learning things, we start using our minds. Our thoughts were never ours. They're being relayed to us through another. Anyone want to go Bible burning? Oh my God. Unholy. All right. In terms of evolution, can things organize themselves? Is there a invisible hand driving evolution? Well, there is the law of thermodynamics, um, which which things go into chaos, then they come back into order, they go back into chaos, they come back into order. That's just life. LOL, if murder was legal, wow, okay. Intelligence, similar to how computer and internet work today, we create it using our own thoughts, and now it holds information. Our intellect creator physically does the same thing. Hell is under the earth. No, okay, no. You literally will make a great father. I know by how you handle these infants. That's the best comment I've seen yet in the 26 minutes that I've been doing live. Oh, that made my night. That's wonderful. Are you reading any books today or this week? I read a lot of blogs online. Lately, I've been reading a lot of meditation blogs and studying up on meditation and different types of meditation, where they came from and what to achieve in them, all that sort of thing. And there's this really great blog called like Live and Dare, I think. And it's amazing for studying all that sort of stuff. So I've been reading a lot of that lately. What drives evolution is, okay. Bro, you didn't miss anything. You never did at the same. No, okay. I see what you're saying, Kobe, but I did miss things. But it's okay because I can come back from it. What do you think about DMT experience? I've heard a lot of not bad things about DMT. I've heard a lot of good things about DMT. And the thing about DMT is it is natural. We do produce it. We just don't produce enough of it to have these crazy experiences that you do when you take it. But if you tap into your mind through meditation, you can actually awaken that part of your mind and stuff will happen. That's what I read anyway. What's a hobby that you stop doing because you don't have time and stuff? Oh, time and stuff. If I don't know. If I pick up a hobby, I usually stick with it for a while. I would say drawing and art. I used to be like draw pictures and stuff, but I just stopped. And I could have. I guess I could have been good at it, but I just stopped. Hey, buddy, what's going on, Matthew? H. From the woods, to know evolution and really understand it are two different things. Yeah, that's real. I used to think there was some intelligence behind evolution until I really understood it. It's all natural selection, which leads to multiverse theories. Yeah. The Bible, okay. You mentioned law of thermodynamics. Laws require lawgiver. Not necessarily. Who interpreted what law would be? We did. We did because we saw some sort of arrangement of things work, and we said, this is what it needs to be called. Like this is, well, we have to put a name for it because this is consistent through nature. And so therefore they made it a law, but okay, I'm not, yeah. I'm trying to get to everyone. I want to, okay, I'll get back to that. I'm going to get back to that. I'm trying to, because I need to scroll back down. So many things I would like to talk about with you. Really into meditation and beyond. That's awesome. I'd love to talk with you too. Facebook message me, Mally Moon. Facebook message me, or yeah, get a hold of me somehow. Instagram. So you are getting into the New Age lie. No, what makes you say New Age lie? Just because I'm studying meditation? That doesn't make it New Age. Ego death, yes or no? Yes. Let's all agree on something. Christians push the idea their God is all powerful, forcing their God on others like it's a day job. That's real. That's true. Speaking on your last video concerning a subjective experience over objective, have you heard of Bill Wise? If not, look him up. He had a subjective experience of a vision of hell. I don't know what I think about hell, and I don't know what I think about that. I've watched some of those videos before where people have been to hell. I don't know. Hell is The idea that we have of hell is very unbiblical. The idea of everyone burning in hell for all eternity and the devil ruling in hell, that's not even in the Bible. That's pagan mythology. So any Christian that agrees with that is interpreting the Bible as, something it's not saying. And it's, yeah, I'm a loss for words right now. But yeah. Seems though every commenter missed the video about subjective versus object. Yeah. That's his thoughts are far beyond ours. Level of wisdom, level of intelligence, if you will, that does not exist on the earth apart from him. Yeah, okay. God is going to expose you to everything to show you that Jesus was always truth. Cool. If he does, awesome. So in everything in love, still looking at all of this through your own. Okay. Do you pray or talk to God? Yeah. I mean, I talk to walls, but I mean, I act as if I'm talking. It's my expression of faith. I don't have belief, but if I were to ever get belief, it would come through faith. So I do it in ways I know how. Have you adopted any philosophy or ideology? Yeah, I'm definitely a pragmatist. I love pragmatism and essentialism. Pragmatism, essentialism, Cartesianism in some senses. Do you really choose what I agree, disagree with, or is that also illusionary? Oh, I guess with then and free. Okay. I'm trying to get to all these comments. I wish I had a better way of doing this. You'll understand healing comes. Okay. I think you're smart, but we need to chat sometime. I'd love that. My Snapchat. I don't have Snapchat, so you'll have to get a hold of me on Facebook or something. What's a life motto that you live by? Just keep going. Never give up. Just keep going. I made a video about overcoming depression, and the motto in that was just keep going. Always accept your fears, like head on. Always fight, never flight. And these mottos have bit me in the ass several times as well. So, but I choose to live by them. The devil doesn't rule in hell. He burns with the sinners locked up in the. Nope. I'm literally sitting here drawing right now. That's awesome. Hello, Jesus. Meditated. So New Age lie. Yeah. Yeah, that's the thing. That's why I looked up meditation a lot, because a lot of Christian mystics meditated, and people are like, meditation's terrible, it's bad. And I'm like, wait a minute, hold on. So I looked into it, and it's really good for your health, really good for your brain, your mind. It has a lot of benefits. Some might even say death is when you are without God, which is true. Okay, yeah. Just an idea. God is just a creation to prove what we are too ignorant to prove. A way of hiding behind our own demise. Meditation isn't prayer, by the way. Jesus did not meditate. Yes, he did meditate. He absolutely did. Have you tried listening to... I have not. No. Great light motto, think for yourself. Yeah. I love how they try to school you on the Bible as if you haven't actually taken this seriously. Yeah. I mean, it's your soul, your life. Fucking courses. Yeah. For real. Jess, you get me. I'm glad you're on live. Bill Wise, Bible verse can check him out. I don't have Facebook. Any other thoughts? Do you have Instagram? If you have Instagram, Nate.Alger, A-L-G-E-R. It's my Instagram name. Look me up. What's the one thing you would like to change about yourself? If it's too personal, you don't have to answer it. I would like to actually, I'm not perfect by any means, but I like the flaws I have, as well as, actually, you know what? I would be more humble if I could change something about myself. I would want to be more humble. Man, I feel I'm trying to get my yeah. Jess, I'm laughing at your comments. It's great. Dude, in love, I say openness is half the battle. Yeah, for real. Yeah, Kobe. Yeah. Oh wait. Okay. Just keep swimming. Yep. The way we take control of character in a video game, God, no. See that that's an argument against free will. I wonder if you believe in free will or not, Matthew. He's the guy behind the reality you and I live in, picking up our broken pieces. I get what you're getting at, but that kind of violates free will. We'll do that sometime. What's your FB name? Don't want to assume what it is. Seems like we put a lot of labels on things. It's expanding your mind. It's such a wild journey. Yeah. It's my Instagram is nate.alger, ALGER, and that's what I am on Facebook too. But look me up on Instagram, write me on Instagram, because if you write me on Facebook and I don't know who you are, then I won't add you as a friend. We don't choose our thoughts, but we feel as though we choose. I don't agree. I'm an advocate for free will. What's your take on flat earthers? The earth is round. That's my take on it. So many religious people watching you trying to draw you back. I know. Seriously, what's with this, man? So many religious people watching you trying to draw you back to God. It's funny, man. It's just like, I agree with what you're saying. Like, it's frustrating because I'm like, okay, like, is this really going to help? Like, at the end of the day, like, what do you think you're doing? Like, I mean, I know I'm probably pissing a lot of people off right now, but I'm like, okay, do you really think what you have to say about God is going to change? I mean, I've already said in this, in one of my videos, like, I gave 3 years of my life. I went to ministry school. Like, I'm a pastor's kid. I grew up in the church. Before I was, 21, I could count on one hand the amount of times I've been to church. Like, I've heard these arguments before, and it hasn't changed my mind. It's funny that people think that coming on here and saying them will also change it. You told me to break it down for you. This is me sharing truth and love. Good evening. Hey, Melrose. Thank you for joining. Good evening. Agree, disagree with because of our desires, belief, because of life. Maybe others aren't educating him but care, so they share different views and points with him. It doesn't sound that way, if I'm being completely honest. That people are trying to see. I've lost a couple viewers from saying what I did. That's great. So can you rap? I mean, I can rap. I can't write rap, but I can, like, I listen to rap and then I rap with the song. So, but glory to our Father in heaven. It's a weird, yeah. Yeah, okay, now you wrote something else. All right. Do you like studying? I love studying. What type of topics? Philosophy, theology, physics, metaphysics, all the weird, crazy stuff. I love studying. I've only seen camera you, if that's any different than the real you, but you seem pretty humble. I mean, I appreciate that, but I still know of areas in my life where there's pride. And so I want to be more humble. I think you're a great bro. Seriously, in general, are you going to react to the response song by Joyner? I don't know. I have no idea. I know a lot of people have requested it, but this channel isn't a reaction channel. So, yeah, I'm focusing on what I do. But when a thought appears in my mind, it doesn't feel like a thought about creating what thought. Okay. The Pharisees got too comfortable with their positions of power and gained pride. And when Jesus came, even though he was prophesied to come, they didn't accept him. They did not want to get off their pedestals. Okay. Living abundantly. I like the videos you do with your dad. Seeing the two of you communicate, even if you seem to disagree with each other, you are so respectful. Would you say that y'all are like that in real life? Oh, absolutely, we're like that in real life. We're not putting on a face at all. The last reaction video that we did, literally, I didn't really see him all day, and then I didn't see him all day, and then I was like, hey, Dad, come up here and do a reaction video, and he came in, and that was our time together for that day. Like, we didn't plan it. We didn't, like, that's not fake at all, and that's how we talk every day. So, bro, God is not intimidated by your investigation. God says, bring your questions, bring your skepticism. I love you regardless. I appreciate that. Yeah. You're just smart as heck. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. Philosophy is contradictory, and that's also why I love it. We search for an answer that we can't obtain. Still interesting, though. Yeah, but that's why I love it. I think even if you say we can obtain these answers or can't obtain these answers, I still love to study it, because I think it's important to still, even if it's unattainable, to still try, to still search things out. So I joined a flat earther group just to have a laugh, but all their nonsense just irritates me as much as listening to religious people. That is funny. That's great. So true. Too many people are trying to change other people, and that's not our business. Only God can change people, and he loves us regardless. I completely respect that. What Kobe said and what Living Abundantly says, I completely respect that. If you're not on here and you're trying to like change me and you just want to talk, like, I'm totally happy with that. But it seems like tonight a lot of people have gotten on here just specifically getting on here to try to change my mind, and I'm just like letting them know, like, that's not how I work. Like, I'm not. Yeah. So I totally respect that. I totally appreciate you two and saying that. Yeah. Do you believe that truth is relative? No. I think there's different levels of truth. But I think there is a ultimate truth. I think there is ultimate truth to things. So yeah. Sent you a message on Instagram. Talk to you soon. All right, man. Talk to you soon. Do you like strategy? I do. I love strategy. I like strategy, logic, and maths. That's cool. I've never been too much of a math whiz. Never been too much of a school guy. But yeah. I okay. New things popping up. Amen. Only God can transform someone from the inside out. Only God can change the hearts of man. He's only looking for our yes. This is only encouragement and reinforcement. Can you help me with your opinion on this, please? I would love to. If thoughts just come to mind, where's the free will in that? I feel like I chose. So why? Here's my question. Why are you okay? And this is an argument right here that I've heard for people who do not advocate free will. Is they use this argument like we can't, like, our mind doesn't go, do I want to think about what I'm going to have for breakfast, what I'm going to do today, or, you know, I don't know, what car I'm going to drive today if you have multiple cars, which if you do, that's crazy because, yeah. But and your mind's not like, okay, yeah, I pick A, right? That's not how our mind works. But like, we have free will to either listen to those thoughts and act on those thoughts or not. Like, we have free will to do that. Even if we can't control the thoughts that we have the free will to either act on those thoughts or not act on those thoughts. And anyone who is like, we don't have the free will to either act on them or don't, that's not, I disagree. And there's science to back that up as well. He grew up in a church. He will never change his mind. Yep. I'm curious on your thoughts on empaths, light workers. Remind me what light workers are. I've seen some comparative what you mentioned in the Bible and making this connection. I'm pretty sure. So I guess I used to just leave a comment saying empath is this, light worker is this. I'm pretty sure I used to call them something different, or I call them something different. In your opinion, what makes up our existence? What makes our existence in what sense? Like, what makes up the universe, or what makes us conscious? Math is the language of the universe. That's true. Some scientists even say math on its own is a separate multiverse, is a universe. Did you watch Game of Thrones? What did you think of the ending? I am currently on season 6, episode 6 of Game of Thrones, and I only started the show a couple weeks ago. So I don't know the ending yet. Don't spoil it for me because I will kill you. I won't kill you. That's not a threat. But yeah, don't spoil it, please. I'm living in this confusion for years about the existence of God. Born and raised in a Christian family. Yep, me too. Church and stuff. What do you think of Holy Spirit? So what do I think of Holy Spirit in regards to what? What do I think of Holy Spirit with, like you're talking about sensationism versus continuationism, meaning the Holy Spirit is dead or not working anymore, not working, in today, or like, is that what you're talking about? Or do you like just what do I think of the Holy Spirit in general and the Trinity? Oh, that's hands down, I would say The Intent to Live by Larry Moss. It's meant as an acting book, but it changed my life in so many ways. Howdy, friend. What's going on? Howdy. I have a question. I'm not religious, but what makes Christianity more likely to be true rather than Buddhism and other religions? That's a great question. Why are every religious group so sure that one is right out of their? That's what I'm saying. I totally like. I I I agree with the question because I also want that answered. Like, what makes? I mean, as I've looked at, because I did look at the differences of different religions, like what stands out, and the only thing that like why I guess in faith, even though I don't believe it, in faith I pursue like Christian God, or God, Jesus, whatever. In faith, I pursue that is because that is the only religion or only spiritual practice that offers relationship. Now saying that, it's funny how many Christians I see that don't have relationship with God. Their relationship with God is their concepts and revelations and understanding and even philosophy, and they actually don't have relationship with God. So the one thing that I see different, I don't know if it's right or true, but the one thing that I see different that is different than the rest is Christianity, true Christianity, I guess, offers a relationship with God. And no other religion offers that. There's many other religions that offer or that even have the same story as Christianity. But Christianity, even those other religions that have the same story, they don't offer like a relationship. So those are my thoughts. I left a comment on one of your other videos, but how do you feel about the usage in history of derived truth? Derived truth. I'm pretty sure what you mean by that, but just clarify for me. How were we created, in your opinion? Well, when a mom and dad love each other very much. And I'm being sarcastic, but because I don't know how I don't know how you're asking that question. Like, are you asking it with like the thought process of how are we created? I want him to say I don't know because it's God, or are you saying how are we created in my opinion? Because ultimately it doesn't matter my opinion, because if evolution is a thing, it's either evolution or God. So that's how I look at it. I don't know which is true and which is which, but I'm sure I'll find out. It's just we're here now. That's what I'm focused on right now. What makes up our conscious state? Consciousness. I mean, that's something I've been looking into lately, the science of the philosophy of reality. And I say lately, in like the last 6 months, just like over time. But what makes up our conscious state? I think consciousness is something to be really looked into. I'm not sure what makes it up. A lot of New Age people, I say New Age people, but it's not really New Age, say that they know, but yeah. Okay. I hope I answer. I don't think I answered that correctly or right. Maybe I did. Maybe yeah. What is so scary for the Christians in here as far as allowing others to explore and gain knowledge. What do you think would win a fight, or who do you think would win? I don't know. LMAO. Okay, I won't. I don't. What did you? Oh, okay. God, I'm so behind on these. Empath is someone who literally can feel in their own being someone else's pain and struggles. Maybe discernment. Yeah, I I would I would say I used to call myself like an empath, except the church that I went to, not go to, because I don't really go to church anymore. Um, would call it feelers, but empath, yeah, I think they're a thing. I don't think they have to be like crazy spiritual things, but okay, Melrose, you say you disagree with me. In what way? Light workers are empaths that are awakened and aware consciously of their purpose in life to heal through their inner. Yeah, I like both. I mean, I think both of those things are true. I disagree with you. I want to know how you disagree, Melrose. Using history to derive truth. My bad. Lots of typos here. Using history to derive truth. Explain a little more. Have you seen the YouTuber Cosmic Skeptic's opinion on free will? Yes, I have. He studies philosophy and theology at university. Yeah, I've looked at his stuff on free will. I still don't agree with it. I'm still an advocate for free will. Why can't it be evolved by God? Maybe it is. I don't know. What is all your passions? That is a long answer. I'm trying to get through everybody. Ask that again in like 10 minutes. There's so many different types of Christians. Dang it. That's my point. Yep. Birds and bees sarcasm. Yep. What is your thoughts on the gods? I haven't heard that theory. Holy Spirit, people claim to feel it. People speaking in tongues, but how is it possible? I don't know. Maybe it's the Holy Spirit. Maybe it's them. I have no idea. I know for me, when I thought I was doing those things, I wasn't doing those things. It was all me. It wasn't legit. I was a fake. No shame in that. Do you think people are ever going to come together around a common cause, or are we just too selfish as a common cause for what? Like God? What's your take on the idea of our minds simply being an organized accumulation of experiences? I would say that's I wouldn't say that's the whole truth. I think that's part of it. Okay, note to self: don't do lives when and if you are. Don't do lives when and if you do start making content. This is torture. Wait, what? Don't do lives when and if you do start making content. This is so oh, thank you. I'm from South Africa, and honestly, I would love like working with you and create like a collab of country and rap Christian music. I don't make Christian music. I never have. I mean, I'll collab. That's awesome. I'd love to hear your music. I'd love to do it. But I've never written a Christian. I mean, I wrote one, but I've never like written. All my music is secular that I write. Secular. Consciousness makes you feel like you're not alone. Random comment. Okay. In my religion, we have a deep relationship with our deity. Okay. No, I'd love to hear more on that. Melrose. Sorry, I'm so late to that. That was such a late response, but I would love to hear more on that. If you're still watching, please tell me. I'd love to learn more on that and your religion and how you have relationship and what do you get from your relationship with your deity. Do you just call it your deity or God or what? They possess angels of light, same as their masters do. Say what? The whole time because he knows you're. Okay, that was loving this live. Thank you. What's your Facebook name? My Facebook name is Nate.Alger. Alger. No, that's my Instagram name. My Facebook name is just Nate Alger. Look me up on Instagram. Write me on Instagram. Because like I said, if I don't know you, and you're trying to add me as a friend on Facebook, probably won't add you. Any common cause? I just want to say, as a Christian, I'm not offended at all by your opinions. They come at a time when I need to learn and grow. So thank you. Awesome. Cool. Have you ever listened to Truth by Lecrae? No, I have not. Yes, fam. Lecrae. Okay. Let me see these other questions up here. I skimmed over a couple others just because I was trying to get down to the bottom. If I didn't answer your question, please ask it again. Y'all realize he's not good? Or did you mean to say God? I think you meant God. Y'all realize he's not God, right? He doesn't have all the answers. Think of this as an opportunity to expand your own awareness rather than questioning his. Opportunity is here. Prove me wrong. Yes. Yes. You get me. It's great. Have you read The Art of War? No, I haven't, but I really want to read that book. I've heard so many good things about it, and I've seen quotes, and I love all of it. I really want to read that book. Can you play a song with the guitar? I can. I can play a song with the guitar. Depends on what song, and I might do that a little later. I mean, if everybody wants to, if I get an overwhelming amount of responses telling me to play a song, then I will. But Nate, would you please scroll up and check out what I said about the enemy? So if I do that, then I'm gonna get behind because people are gonna keep commenting questions and stuff. So yeah, just if you want to, this isn't a good place to try to message me one message through like 5 or 6 different things. If you want to talk to me even further, like I said, message me on Instagram or something. Stop. I understand you need to have a personal experience where the Lord needs to become real to you. Right? It happens to one trying to upper room, like any others. The English language isn't satisfying enough for me when it comes to cursing. In Flemish, I have some curses that you really throw out frustration. Try saying, I'm not even going to try saying that because, okay, I'll try. I'm going to say it really slow and I'm going to butcher it hard. This is going to be bad, but you're probably going to laugh your ass off. So, okay, my God, what? Godverv lam mestemil hard God verb dom. Yeah, see, I had no idea. Have you seen Interstellar? Yes, it is like one of my top 5 favorite movies. I agree that you must play a song. Do you think people are ever going to come together for any common cause, or do you think they're too selfish? I think a lot. Okay. I think maybe people will come together if we become more humble. If our humility as humanity becomes more humble. If we just keep continuing to have ego and pride and just seeking self-interest, it's not gonna, yeah. Oh, well, it wasn't funny. I don't know. I mean, I thought it was gonna be maybe funny. I had the South African on here the other day. I was trying to pronounce her name and she was laughing. So I don't know. How was your day? My day's pretty good. How's your day? Over the past few years, I'll now know suicide isn't the only way to find true peace. What? My family won't understand and I want to help. How long am I suffering? How do I make them understand? Sorry for putting that on you. What are you trying to make them understand? Like who you are? Why are you afraid to be who you are? What have you studied? Have you studied eschatology? A little bit. A lot of my friends are annihilationists. I would probably agree. Oh, well. So it depends. Okay. It depends on what kind of eschatology. I guess, is annihilationism eschatology? Or is that like theology of hell? I have looked into some eschatology, yes. Would love to have more in-depth discussion with you. My IG. Gotta run. Have an awesome night. Damn. All right, Melrose, I just followed you on Instagram. So I said it was funny. LOL, you misread it. Oh, okay. On your own time, if you so choose to write this down, you should check. Okay. I know Todd White. He spoke at my church. I've talked to him personally. I know Joyce Myers. Yeah. Not pushing, just being a friend. Hey, man, I enjoy the videos a lot. I have one question. What do you think believes happens when you die? I know, hard question, but I would love your answer. And this is a tough one. And literally all these questions, most of the questions that I'm asked, it leads back to another question. And I kind of answer it with a question, does God exist or does he not? Because, you know, if he does exist, there's some sort of supernatural afterlife, something. But if he doesn't, then we cease to exist. I think we'll just cease to exist. I don't know how much of that I believe, how much of it I don't. I don't know. But it is difficult to think like that. But I think regardless, I think death, whether or not it's a like you'll cease to exist, or if you live on, you know, after you die, or if you live on for eternity, I think that totally lost my train of thought right there. Oh, I think death is like the ultimate. You'll be at peace either way, and I hope that for me personally, whether I live on after I die or whether I just cease to exist, I hope that I leave a legacy, and that's what I worry about. So I love it. I love talking about those questions, but I just hope that I leave a legacy. I hope I leave a footprint on this world, and I change people's lives. So yeah. What do you find? What do you find inspirational? Movies, and definitely producers and artists. I mean, the things that I love. I'm an actor and I'm a musician. I say I'm an actor. Yeah, I'm an actor. I study acting. So not at school, but I study it on my own, just like everything else that I do. I'm all completely self-taught. Um, so I find a lot of inspiration in movies and actors that I love, and also producers and music in general. I find so much inspiration there. For you, what is the most philosophical question? I've been asking it all night. Does God exist or does he not? Be honest. We know you are a super awesome, honest person, but can you give us an estimate on how much you make on YouTube videos for those of us who want to start? I don't make jack. I'm, yeah, I'm be so completely honest. For my videos, so the videos I do with my dad that have gotten millions of views, the record labels get that income. I don't get any of it. I don't get a single thing. The only income I get is from my videos. And to get an income from my videos, for every 1,000 people that watch an ad, I get like $5. And Google, for the Google ads, they don't send me a check until I get to at least $100. Over the course of a year, I've gotten 2 checks from Google. This is why I have a Patreon account, because if I want to make a living off YouTube, it's got to be another way besides Google ads. Because I mean, I treat this like a job because I want to make a living off of it, but I am not making a living. I'm not even making. I could work I could work less than a part-time job at McDonald's and make more than I'm making off YouTube. What do you believe about abortion? Feel free to pass this question. I am pro-life. I will always be pro-life, all the way. Pro-life, no shame. God can't be fed a closed mouth. God can't feed a closed mouth, bro. How do you take that? Are you saying that I have a closed mouth? I don't. Okay. I mean, I don't understand what. I don't really understand the question or what you're referring to. Thanks, mate. You're cool as hell. Thanks. Appreciate it. Are you afraid of dying? Does it worry you at all? That's a good question. Most of the time it doesn't. If you were to ask me if I've ever had a panic attack thinking about death and that I might not live after I die, that death might be it, I would have to say that I have had one. But more than, oh God. Wow. That was a hell of a sneeze. But no, most of the time when I think about death, actually all the time when I think about death, except for that one panic attack that I had, I'm not afraid of dying. It doesn't really worry me. Would like to be in a movie with you. That would be great because I would love to get an opportunity to be in a film. Yeah, that'd be dope. I don't know about that book, but I'd like to read it now if it contains all that. To me, admitting I am or might be someone with some significant purpose that helps humanity is incredibly prideful. And so I just naturally have a hard time saying it. I'm fascinated by the 7 sins. Yeah, I am fascinated by the 7 sins as well. Do you realize everyone who desires for you to know Jesus absolutely okay. I mean, I don't. You say that, but I don't know. I don't know about that. Do you think math is objective? Hence, from an objective reality from another place. I do think math is objective, but it hasn't been proven to be another universe. It hasn't been proven to be a multiverse, if that's what you're referring to. What is the void? Do you think it's best explanation of death? Do I think death is the best explanation of the void? Yeah. Sure. Continue. I think conquering those, or rather organically coming to the realization of how integrated they may or may not be, has been a huge part of my spiritual journey. I don't think, okay, God, I hate, oh man, the multiple things that it's like one, you're trying to say one thing and you're doing multiple messages, that messes me up. That messes with my brain. I think conquering those rather than organically coming to the realization of how integrated they may or may not be has been huge in my spiritual. Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah. That's got to say something. I just think you're awesome. Thanks. I appreciate that. Bless you. Thank you. That's got to say something. You have already left a footprint. So check that off the list, my friend. Thank you. I appreciate that. Can anyone? Okay. That bless you was for the snake. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Have you studied coding, computer programming? No, but my brother does. That's not, yeah. My brother studies it. I don't know anything about it. Did you already answer? At what point in time did your opinions change from the opinions of your dad? Was it gradual? Did something happen? Too personal? No, I'll share that story eventually on my YouTube channel of what exactly happened. It wasn't gradual. It literally happened in a split second. And it was pretty rough. I loved that last thing you did with your dad about Devil's Work. It was cool. Thanks. I love all men, but men are foolish. It is written. Okay. If you aren't with him, you are against him. All right. That's kind of twisting what's actually in the Bible. Jesus said that him. Okay. I've never had panic attacks about death. I'm not so worried about death, just wondered about how I get there. Like, is it a missile going to fall from the. Oh, yeah. Is it the meth head going to run up and eat me? Wow. That'd be a way to go. Do you feel or think that maybe there is some parallel or analogy between coding words to create a computer electric world and God's? So you're talking about the Matrix theory. Is that? I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, but is that what you're basically talking about? The Matrix theory kind of thing. Do you think you're a perfectionist? I know I'm a perfectionist, and I hate it. Yeah, it's not good. There are a couple brainwashed Christians in the chat. I only pour out the love I'm given. Kobe, you're a good person. I know you're a good person. Regardless of whether or not you believe in God or not, I know you're a good person. So saying that the only reason that you love is because of God, like you're not doing yourself justice, man. Yet Matrix-ish type of theory. What's your thoughts? I think it's a cool theory. I don't know. I mean, that's just like if I were to say, yeah, I totally believe in a Matrix theory, that would be like, okay, there's another realm. There's something else. And I don't know if there is. Maybe there is. Maybe there could be. I don't know my thoughts on that. But I think as a theory, I think it's very intriguing. And I don't think that we can take. I don't think that should be taken in like even like there lightly. Like you know what? How am I trying to say it? I think that's a question we should ponder. I don't think it's a question that we should say it doesn't matter. I think that Matrix theory, that this could be simulated and all that kind of stuff, I think it's a question that should be pondered. So, hi, man. Just watch Journey. Okay. Your dad is such a great guy. That he is. It frustrates me that religious people will never know they were wrong. I mean, a suicide terrorist should really find out there is no 72 virgins. Wait, yeah. Why do you strive for perfection if you know it's not obtainable and you hate it? I think there's always, see, here's the thing. I don't want to strive for perfectionism. I want to strive for excellence. And excellence is not perfectionism. But oftentimes on the road and journey to excellence and being able to do things with excellence, not perfect, but with excellence, you can slip into perfectionism. And that's what I do all the time. I have a hard time separating the two, but there is a difference because I've seen it firsthand. That there are people that are excellent at what they do. They're not perfect at it, and they'll admit they aren't perfect at it. But they're excellent at what they do. And I desire to be excellent, but it comes out as perfectionism. Do you think committing suicide is selfish because of how it affects your loved ones? I don't think it's selfish. I made a video about suicide and overcoming suicide. If you haven't seen that ABC123, check it out, please. I made a video called How to Overcome Suicidal Thoughts. I would love to know your thoughts on it. Just seeing what you've been posting on here. I haven't been answering them. I've seen other people that are replying to you, and thank you to those other people. I don't take what you're going through lightly. But yeah, I wish the absolute best for you. And I know, I don't know who you are, but I know that you are loved by people. How do you perceive the fourth dimension? I think the fourth dimension is time. The fourth dimension is time. It's the fifth dimension maybe you're talking about the fifth dimension. Yes, excellence is a good but strenuous path. Yeah. ABC, you already know. Okay, no. If more people would be like him, humanity already be able to live on Mars or something. Cheers from Poland. It's 2:18 a.m. here. Cheers. If more people would be like him, are you talking about me or you say him? I received that. It means more than you know. It really is. It's people respect excellence. Are so cool. Yeah, no, people do respect excellence. I do love you, dear friend. You don't. I'm sorry. You say you do love me. You don't. All right. What is love to you? Because a lot of people throw that word out there, just like you did. I mean, you don't really. I mean, if you've watched all of my videos, then you kind of do know me, even though I don't know you. So I guess it's possible. But love is it's not a word that we should throw around. So if you're just throwing that out there because you're a Christian and you feel like you have to love me, don't. But saying that, I'm not angry at you, and I totally respect you and what you're saying. Just I don't know if I'm making sense. Yeah, I am a person and I do not exist, and I do exist. Oh, okay. Fifth, sorry, yeah, fifth dimension. Are you asking for my what I think about the fifth dimension? I haven't studied it. I don't know if Jess is still on here watching live, but she shared with me a video on the fifth dimension, and it blew my mind. Made me want to look more into it because it's real. You can feel it. You can experience that. That's right at hand. I like it. ABC123, please go and watch my video on overcoming suicidal thoughts. I would love to know your thoughts on it and if it helped. So I'm not literally nothing, but I'm nothing without God. Thank you for that. Okay. Do you like neuroscience? I love neuroscience. I think our wiring in our brains and nervous system is incredible. It definitely is. You and your dad, very smart humans. Thank you. I appreciate it. What if there's a spiritual overlap with our nervous system? I've thought about that. Maybe. I don't know. All right. Do you think that the world would be a better place if religion ceased to exist? Yes. I think it would. I think, like I've said, I think I made a video about this. I have made a video about this. Religion is not the same as spirituality. And I think there's a benefit to pursuing spirituality. Exist or not exist, I don't know. But I think there's a benefit to pursuing spirituality. But a religion is intoxicating. It's and not intoxicating in a good way. It's terrible. It's toxic. It's yeah. Sometimes not always evil intent can be seen on faces. What if the evil energy is manifesting on the face via nervous system? Maybe. I don't know. Who, besides your dad, God, and Jesus, who else is a great influence and inspiration in your life? Gary Vaynerchuk, Will Smith. Gary Vaynerchuk for sure. Love all the things that he has to say. So good. Really good. Tony Robbins is phenomenal. V-Day. What? I'm a Christian too, but you're wasting your time and others and honestly being disrespectful to both sides. Please just stop. Yes, thank you. JEBO Productions. What you call flaws, I call beauty marks. Be careful not to mistake. Okay. The fifth dimension, the rock star. Yes. Jess, hopefully you're, because I said that like 10 minutes ago. Hopefully you're not like super behind. Kim Fox. Oh man, that username. Hi, what's going on, man? Oh, genius. Genius. What's genius? Oh, the user. What are your plans for tomorrow this week? I want to finish my song that I've been working on. Yeah, because I want to release a single a month. That's a goal. What do you think about PewDiePie? A lot of people say I look like him. I don't think I do. But whatever. A lot of people say I look like a lot of people. But I think he's a cool guy. I've only seen a couple of his videos. He kind of bored me, if I'm completely honest. I subbed after you and your dad watched the rap video. Appreciate it. Thank you. OMG, just realized I called him Corey Nako. I guess I got confused with Dude Perfect at the core. Okay. What is the fifth dimension? Oh man, just type it in on YouTube, the fifth dimension, and it's this black guy with short dreads, that I think dreads, that's talking about it, and he has like this rock star sign, and he talked about, oh, it'll blow your mind. It's amazing. It's basically like there's a voice in your head that's talking, so you have, and you can hear it. So there's ears that you have that you can hear things that you're not orally hearing. You can hear yourself speak, so you can speak without your mouth. You can see things in your mind, in your imagination, that aren't necessarily there. So you have eyes that are not a part of your physical eyes. And he explains this as the fifth dimension. Normally dimensions are up, down, left, right, forward, backward, and then the fourth dimension being time. And he's saying the fifth dimension is in and out. So that's, yeah. What's your personal definition of knowledge and another definition? What are some thoughts? Okay, wait. A definition of knowledge? I think knowledge is based off. Okay. I don't know what the rest of your message said, because you said, what's your personal definition of knowledge, or another definition? Another definition of what? I mean, knowledge is philosophical. that's what I think about knowledge. All right. I don't know if you didn't finish what you were saying or what. It looks like the message got cut off. If you believe in impasse, then you would have to have some foundation in me, some kind of collective consciousness, spiritual overlap, as it was worded. Interesting. I haven't thought about that. Kelsey, I just started watching your videos. The rap video with you and your dad watched is what got me watching some of your other videos. How does your dad feel about your outlook on God? You know, he's good. Like, I mean, he's not good, but he's come to terms with it, I guess. And I mean, he still believes that that I'm gonna come back to Christianity and believe in God and all of that. So he says he prays for me. He says I mean, we still have a great relationship. And he talks to me about it. He doesn't condemn me for it. He doesn't reject me for it. So, no. What are some things that you think standing between you and happiness? My thoughts of not ever doing enough or being enough. I love your videos, by the way. Thank you so much. That means a lot. Thank you, Kelsey. Song time. Not everyone wants a song, which is okay. I hope the fifth dimension doesn't. That's great. Thank you. It's all good. Are you talking about your conscience, fifth dimension? Yes, that's what I'm talking about. In my opinion, love is a choice. So a person can choose to love somebody else, especially someone who has allowed strangers into his or her personal experience in hopes of helping another. What is your opinion about Christians that judge others? Okay. So, Kayla, my opinion of Christians that judge others. Well, here's the thing. Everybody, Christian, non-Christian, I don't care what religion you are, everybody, as soon as they see someone, they make a judgment. Now, here's the thing. The judgments that everyone makes, it can be a good judgment or a bad judgment. That's not saying anything about expectations, because that's also something that Christians that also judge do. But you can judge someone, like, I think they're a good person. Like, I don't know them, but I just think they're a great person. And then there's people who walk in and you can tell that they're trying to stir up something. And so you make a judgment call, they're trying to stir up something. But Christians, what they do, and this is why Christians get the famous, Christians judge other people, is because Christians judge others for where they're going to be in eternity and say that they're going to hell based off of looks. And they also have this expectation of those people that if they're not a Christian, then it's like, oh, they're a complete sinner, they're not a good person, they're terrible, and all this other thing. So I think Christians have a lot to learn. I mean, I have a lot to learn, but I think Christians, it's amazing to me, the more that I look at it from an outside point of view, how falsely humble Christians, a majority of, not all Christians, but Christians are. Do you use Sage? No. Facts, information, and skills acquired by a person through experience or education. Professor Foxtrot, what are you asking me about? How about instead I have great respect for you, living abundantly? Have you studied ontology or I guess you said teleology or empiricism? Yes, I've studied all of those. Definitely lagging behind. It's all good. You need a break. Take a song while you break. Oh man. Have you Jab or JAB? Have you heard my covers that I have on YouTube? I'm just curious your thoughts on them. That's great. I have mixed views on Christianity due to the negative experience from it. Yeah, me too. I do believe in God, but I'm open to other possibilities of God. Yes. Love from Australia. Hey, Australia. I love Australia. I've never been there, so I can't say that I love it, but I have a couple friends from Australia, and I love those friends dearly. And I really, really want to go to Australia someday. Well, not everything you believe is right, so don't let that keep you from being happy. Yeah, you're right. That's real. He's offended by the L word. What's the L word? Love? I'm offended by the... No. Why do you say I'm offended by the L word? By love. I'm not opposed to that word. I just think it's a word that people throw around and... oh, is that what you were referring to earlier, that you just have great respect for me? But that's my point. Living abundantly. Do you like correlate like love with like, do you think love and respect are synonymous? Obviously, respect has something to do with love, but I don't think they're the same thing. They're very, very different. You mentioned legacy is important to you. I believe the secret to lasting legacy is built on pure intentions being often purified and followed through with action. Yeah, totally agree with that. I watched your videos. You are honest about what you believe in, not, yeah. Have you ever had a supernatural experience? At one point I thought I did. I thought I had a lot, but they were not supernatural experiences. They were dreams. Very vivid, very lucid, but they were dreams. Will you ever sing us one of your songs if you have anyone you want to share on a live stream, like maybe now? I can play one of my songs. Yeah, I can do that. If you know, like 5 people are like, please play one of your songs, then I'll do it. I have some songs I've written that I haven't released. I won't release them for a while because I want to put all of them on an album. But the spiritual struggles with religion and stuff, I'll play one of those for you guys. So. What if you do come back to Christianity? Any thought on that? If I do, then great. Cool. Love is a choice and respectful earn. How would you describe yourself in a couple of words? I hope sincere, genuine, honest, and real. That's what I hope people perceive me as, and that's what I like to think of myself as. Have you ever visited Europe? Yes. Would you like to go there someday? Yes, I still would. Play a song. Please play. Play. Okay. Please play your song. Play song. Okay. All right. All right, people. I love playing that riff, but I'm terrible right now. Let's see. Fathers, be good to your daughters. Daughters will live like you do. Girls become lovers who turn into mothers. So mothers, be good to your daughters too. I obviously didn't write that song, but I love that song. All right. Stop this train. Thanks for the song, dude. Yeah, I haven't even played my song yet. Do you want to hear one of mine? Or do you just... Is that good? Am I good? So since I have the guitar, and since I said I would play one of my songs, I would appreciate if you all would play one of yours, please. All right. I'd appreciate if you all would listen to the lyrics of this song. I'm hoping that you can really hear me, but I'll play a little bit of it. Has my brain been washed by religion? And was the atheist right all along? Is there something out there that can change me and change the ugly things I always see? Oh, I fell in love and then my heart got broken. Same old story since the dawn of time. Is there someone out there that can make me whole again? Or is this just the life that we all find? And as the story goes, it happened twice again. And another 3 or 4. Feel like there's someone to blame for having such a simple life. But there's been worse in others' worlds, so I guess I'll be just fine. Oh, I've searched to heal my heart through philosophy, and I fucked up my religion with my mind. If I could just believe the basics of if there is a God, then pragmatism wouldn't plague my mind. 'Cause see, it all makes sense to me, all theology, like a scientist or a mathematician. Principles plus goodness must equal Christian. And I can revelate on this, but I can't put a solid date on this. When I let go of the thread of hope tied to everything that I've ever known, my logic and my reason have always been the solid rock on which I stand. But my head was clouded with the thinking that where I stood was the Savior's hand. Now my feet are on the ground and head out of those goddamn clouds. I see your face would be a dream come true, but I'm done dreaming, and where are you? So yeah, that's part of it. One of yours. Yes, that was one of mine. Oh, that's a nice voice. The Bible says your voice. Thank you. Up to you. Good voice warm up. Nice voice. Wow. Thank you. I appreciate it. Your song reminds me of work by You Have a Brilliant Voice. I like your voice. Truth in your speech. Thank you. It is awesome. It is you. That is what makes it perfect. Nice. Those lyrics, deep meaning. Rare these days. Love it. Very unique. Thank you. I really appreciate that. Now you have to sing a song every week, but your own. Okay. I like it. I'll do it. I like how you actually amazing. Did not expect that. Never heard your music. Yeah. I have music on Spotify, coming out with another single June 1st. I have music on there now. Nation Haven is my artist name. So look me up. I'm glad you wrote that song. Yep. It's going to be on I have an album worth of songs like that. So yeah, just with all of my questions and things of that nature. So yeah, I'm planning to do an album, but I'm releasing a whole bunch of other music first. But yeah, one of the first ones. Second one, technically, first song with my voice is, yeah. Your music will be your ticket to financial freedom. I don't have such gift, but I hope you get an album and sales, make some money. Thank you. Really appreciate that. Pursue your gift, Nate. It's funny because my name is Gift, Nate. Nathaniel means gift from God, but you know, Nate. Well, thanks, guys. Appreciate it. Love it. Yeah. Any other questions or things that you guys want to ask? If not, if you guys can't think, link to Spotify, please. I will send it to my mom. She loves music like this. I don't have any of that on my Spotify, but I do have some on Spotify. It's not great, but yeah, okay. Just look up Nation Haven on Spotify. That's my music name, Nation Haven. Just act that emotion that you are feeling into your song. I promise you that you will hit 50 million views in a week, even going on Billboard. I believe you can and believe you will. So you're saying just do a video with that song, with my song? Those words, though. Yeah, I spend a lot of time. I spend a lot of time with my lyrics, making sure they're on point. Can you send reminders for your streams? I missed the last one. It's been every Friday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time in the U.S. Okay, thanks. Hello, Gabriel. What's going on? I remember you. If you don't mind me asking, what you do for work now? How do you support yourself? Full-time student? No, I'm currently doing this for work, even though I'm not making any money, and I'm opening up my own recording studio as a business. I haven't worked in almost a year and a half. I had a whopping savings so that I could really pursue this and go after it. But no, I'm not a full-time student. I haven't been a student for a couple of years. I was from the last stream. Yep, remember you. Do you think there is a connection between anatomy and math? Probably. Do you think teenage you will love who you become? Yeah. I think teenage me might be a little shocked, but ultimately I'd be down with it. I want to send you a poem I wrote. It's kind of dark, though. The first line is, once again, love has been raped. Love it already. Send me the poem. Really appreciate that. TOMVKE. Don't know how to say that, but I really appreciate that. Sometimes people give a link to premiere their live stream in advance. I don't know how to do that, but I'm going to look that up now. Encore. I really appreciate that. Us humans are, after all, partly biological machines. I think you should do this as a full-time job because you are helping out people's lives. I appreciate it. Hey, I'm not doing this to advertise my page, but like my page being my Patreon page. But if you would like to support me, I have a Patreon page and they have rewards. So for $1 a month, you get more daily vlogs. For $3 a month, you get early access to all of my music. For $5, once I get like 15 patrons for $5, I'm gonna do these live Q&As, but on a closed group of people, so that I can get really in depth rather than just like shifting through all these comments. I really want to do more in-depth stuff. So, and then $10, I do music lessons. I make videos for music lessons. So yeah. Can you please tell me, how do I watch a video and make the audience on my channel watch it with me? What kind of camera you need? Are you using a camera now for the stream? I'm using my laptop. And how I'm doing this, I literally just clicked on the add video button on YouTube and it said go live, and I made a thumbnail, and here we are. Do you think nature has its own philosophy? Who knows? Your voice is great, bro. I'm a singer, songwriter, rapper myself. Dope. I like it. If you're trying to figure things out, and if you don't believe in God or you're not a Christian, then what else would you believe in? You can apply the belief to many things. It doesn't just have to be God that you apply belief to. Always writing lyrics. I'd love to share some of the original lyrics with you. Awesome, dude. Write me on Spotify. See, there is a wrong way to go about it. For example, a lot of street evangelists and street preachers yelling at people. Yeah, that's stupid. I hate that stuff. Is the way they are choosing to go about it, pursuing more people away. Yeah, I agree. I'm going to give it like 10 more minutes, and then I'm going to get off and probably watch Game of Thrones. My voice, after doing live, my voice hurts because I talk so much and I don't drink enough water. But things seem to usually die down after 2 hours, so that's typically how long these streams are. From a month you get nudes. Hey, if it comes to that, oh man, that is funny. I wonder what would happen if that was a reward on my Patreon page. I honestly think some people do that too, which is kind of funny. $100 a month, man, I would freak out. I have to go. It's been interesting to watch. Why do you intrigue me so much? I don't know, but I love that you're intrigued. Anyway, I will leave you a link to introduce the books I talked about. Good night. Thank you. Appreciate it. So I make comedy commentary videos on other people's videos that are either people's negative. I'm being corrupted. Am I being wrong in that? People say that I'm being negative and I'm being counterproductive. No, I don't think you're wrong in that at all. It depends on how you're doing it. I haven't seen any of your videos, but it depends on how you're doing it. If you're doing it in a way that it's like you're kind of just being a jerk, then yeah, then it's counterproductive. But if you're doing it in a way where it's like where you are like, I think I'm seeing things that not a lot of people are seeing, and nobody's talking about it. Nobody's saying it. So if you're like exposing something in a good way to like, we need to open our mind to this in a new way, then if you're doing things that way, I think that's completely productive. But like I said, if you're being a jerk about it and just in the end making fun of people, yeah, I'd say it's counterproductive. What is your thinking on NF and not claiming he is a Christian rapper? As far as I know, he does claim to be a Christian, but he's not a Christian rapper. And then I'm like, more power to you. That's awesome. Where did you leave off in Game of Thrones? I am at season 6, episode 6. So when I get off here, I'll watch episode 7. Have you watched that show, Ghost Adventures? I have not. I don't know that show. I didn't really grow up with like cable TV, so a lot of the shows that people are like, have you heard of this? Yeah, I haven't heard of like any of them. So, have you watched The Office? Of course, I watched it like 10 times. It's one of my favorite shows of all time. I honestly love that I make you laugh so much. It's seriously a high for me in life. That's awesome. Oh, I love that you love that you. I love that you love to make me laugh. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I like it. What is the time there? It is 8:54 p.m. Have you watched Walking Dead? I have not watched Walking Dead. Here's truth. We don't love God because we feel obligated to, or because we feel like we have, for some reason, we love God because he first loved us. It's 3:45 a.m. here. Wow, thanks for watching, man. What state do you live in? I'm just going to say I live on the East Coast. I live on like East Coast, Eastern Standard Time, but I also live like not close to the beach, but close-ish. He intrigues the bejesus out of me too. I am so glad that I intrigue people. I love that. Here it is 2:54 a.m. Wow. Thanks for hanging in there, guys. It's awesome. So I'm going to do like 5 more minutes. So if you guys got any more questions or just jokes or anything, send them my way. It's worth it. I look forward to your lives. That actually makes me so happy. That's one of the best parts of my day. Seeing that comment, it's worth it. I look forward to your lives. I look forward to doing this. So just so everyone knows, I'm going to be doing this every Friday. That's what I plan to do every Friday. And if I'm not going to do it, then I'll let you know. But I really like doing this on Friday nights. And I really like talking with you all and connecting with you all. Love it. So I'm really glad that you all also look forward to this. What movies do you like? Oh man, I like movies in general. I have to say, so I'm hearing more and more people say they didn't like it, but I loved Endgame. I thought Avengers Endgame was one of the best movies I'd ever seen. I'm looking forward to watching you grow in your YouTube channel. Thank you. I am looking forward to that as well. Really. With our thoughts, our actions, our behavior. Dude. Same. Thor was the best. Yeah. Yeah. Who's your favorite superhero? I used to say Superman because I was a big Smallville fan. So I still love Superman. But I gotta be honest. I'm always honest. I say I gotta be honest, but I'm always honest. I want to see them do justice in making a Green Lantern film. I know Green Lantern DC movies are terrible. They've been horrible, except for Wonder Woman and Aquaman was okay. But oh man, I love Wolverine. I love Wolverine. The Logan movie. That's one of my favorite movies. I bought that movie and I watched it in Noir, black and white. Oh my god, it's so good. I love that movie. I love that superhero. You look tired. It's not that I'm tired. It's just when you're staring at a screen for 2 hours. Normally, I have blue light glasses, so I don't actually. These aren't actual like prescription glasses. They just blue light to block the blue light, and I normally wear them, but I kind of hate them and how they look, so I don't wear them on live. But Iron Man, oh my, I love Iron Man too. Iron Man, I think I've fallen in love with all of the MCU characters. Venom. Oh, I wish they did justice to that movie. They really messed that movie up. Tom Hardy did such a good job, but the script was terrible, and that's what did it. What about Marvel superheroes? I really like Thor a lot. When I had stubble for a beard and I had kind of a buzz cut, everyone told me I looked like Captain America. I really like Thor. Hey, bro, I'm not assuming. I just care. Okay. I'm going to send you a picture of this epic drawing that I've done during this live. Please do. And I'm so going to spill the beans about something. We only watch for the man pun. Oh my god. I wonder what you all got to think of when I cut all this hair off, which I'm going to do once I reach my goal. One of my goals of either moving to LA or I know this sounds weird. This is weird, but if God ever reveals himself. So whichever of those two comes first, I'm going to cut my hair. Chris Hemsworth. Thor is my distant cousin. I've been told I look like a long-lost Hemsworth brother. I don't know. I was told that more when my hair was a bit shorter. Yeah, Chris Hemsworth is great, though. I actually love Chris Hemsworth. I'm loving him more and more as an actor. He's great. Captain America has America's best ass, so compliment. I guess so. Yeah. Thanks for doing the live. The glasses look great. Stay out of the mirror. It lies. I don't know. These glasses, I'm pretty sure they're like girls' glasses. I mean, they're not. They're unisex, but I'm like, I could see like if a girl put these, which my girlfriend that she's ex-girlfriend now, but when she put these on, she looked fantastic. Whatever. I can do this all day. I know. All right, guys. So that's going to wrap up live for tonight. Really appreciate your questions, comments. Love that you guys are looking forward to these lives. Again, this will be every Friday, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So really love that you guys are getting involved with the live, and I really love connecting with you all. And so please join the live, continue to watch my videos, comment. Yeah, I just really appreciate all of you for watching this. I really appreciate all of you in general for watching my content and really believing in me. It keeps me going, and thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. So until next time, yeah, see you guys. Well, I'll see you guys in the next video that I do, but I'll see you guys live next Friday. Peace.